Hey, are you curious what Kelowna's top neighborhoods are? Well, in this video, I'm gonna go over 6 different categories and give you the top 3 neighborhood rankings for each. Let's check it out. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Brett B Real Estate. I, of course, am Brett Baholi, where like I said at the top of the video, today we're gonna do some neighborhood rankings for Kelowna. Now, all of the information we're gonna go over today is gonna be based off of the first 6 months from January to June of this year. Like I said, we're going over 6 different categories, and we are going to determine the top 3 neighborhoods for each. These categories are the highest average sales price, the lowest average sales price, the highest price growth compared to the first 6 months of 2019 to now, the highest sales volume, the most expensive sale, and lastly, the lowest average days on market. Now, besides just nerding out on real estate stats, why might this information be of importance to you? Well, honestly, I believe this can benefit you whether you're planning on investing in the Okanagan or you're just planning to move here. For instance, stats like highest average price of a neighborhood and lowest average price of a neighborhood might help you gravitate or stay away from certain areas when you're searching, especially if you're unfamiliar with the Okanagan. Highest price growth is a great one whether you're an investor or just looking to build up equity in your home. It's gonna give you a little more confidence when you're picking the area you wanna live in on what certain areas are gonna give you the highest return on investment and grow the most equity over time. The highest sales might help you understand where the higher turnover rate is and where the least amount of competition is gonna be. And lowest days on market is gonna show you where places are easiest to sell, and if you're looking in that area where you might have to jump on an opportunity. And lastly, most expensive sale is just a fun stat to know. So without further ado, let's get started. The first category is going to be the highest average price. Now, coming in number 3 for the highest average price is going to be Wilden, and Wilden's average price being $1,455,907. Wilden is off of the north end of Glenmore and Clifton area. It is filled with modern style houses and new builds. Coming in at number 2 is going to be the Kettle Valley area, with Kettle Valley's average price being $1,483,532. It has its own unique architecture for homes. It's an award-winning neighborhood and a beautiful community that can give you mountain, lake, and valley views. And coming in at number 1 is Crawford Estates, with the average price in Crawford being $1,560,200. Now, Crawford Estates is nestled between the Upper Mission and Southeast Kelowna. It's a small neighborhood of around 600 to 700 houses, all single-family detached homes. It's a very quiet, family-friendly suburb that has a low turnover rate. I think the last time I checked, it was under 3%. Usually when people move to this area, they stay here for the long haul. Second category is going to be the lowest average price. Coming in at number 3 is the University District. Now, the University District, you're going to find some single family homes a little bit out of the main university area, but for the most part, you're going to find apartments, townhouses, with a lot of that being student housing, with the average price of the University District being $705,220. Coming in at number 2 is the Rutland area. Rutland is the largest area in Kelowna, with the average price being $605,942. Rutland is the largest neighborhood in Kelowna. It formerly has a bit of a bad stigma, but Rutland has seen a major facelift with tons of affordable single-family homes, townhouses, condos, and tons of investment and development potential. Coming in at number 1 is the Springfield and Spall area. Now, Springfield and Spall is a very central location, mainly condos, some townhouses, and some single-family homes. It is a high-traffic area. You are on the major route of Springfield, and then on the other side of that being the highway, with the average price being $597,172. Now let's move on to the highest sales area. Coming in at number 3 is the Lower Mission with 183 sales from January to June of this year. Lower Mission is one of Kelowna's most popular areas, sandwiched in between Kelowna's South and the Upper Mission. It's known for its family-friendly neighborhoods, lake and beach access. Coming in at number 2 is the Glenmore area with 194 sales. Glenmore is another extremely popular area, taking up the vast majority of Kelowna's north. It has everything from character homes, townhouses, condos, and new builds, and is one of Kelowna's most central areas with great access to literally everywhere. Now for the lowest average days on market. Coming in at number 3 is the Glenmore area with an average of 44 days on market. Number 2 is Wilden with an average of 40 days on market. And number 1 is the Dilworth Mountain area with an average of 37 days on market. Dilworth Mountain is almost a sub-community of Glenmore. Like the name suggests, all the homes are nestled on top of Dilworth Mountain, giving you great views of either the city, the mountain, and some views of the lake. Now the neighborhoods with the highest price growth. And what I did was I took the numbers from January to June of 2019, because I did try to exclude some of those COVID years. I felt like the numbers were going to be a bit skewed, and I compared them with the average prices of January this year to June 2023. Coming in at number 3 is the Upper Mission with a 37% price increase. Now, obviously, I'm biased, I live here, but it is one of my favorite areas. When I was doing my own stats outside of this, the Lower and Upper Mission were 2 of the highest turnover rates for homes. The upper mission is just above the lower mission like you'd expect and sitting right next to Kettle Valley. The upper mission has tons of family-friendly neighborhoods and moderately priced homes to very expensive homes depending on where you're situated on the mountain. Coming in at number 2 and a frequent flyer on this list is Wilden with a 40% price increase. And coming in at number 1 is again Kettle Valley, topping off this list with a 42% price increase in the average price of homes in this area from 2019 to 2023. And before we get to the last category, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified as soon as I post my next video. All right, the last category, the most expensive sale from January 2023 to June 2023. Coming in at number 3 is Kelowna's North with a sale of $5,325,000. Now, Kelowna's North is essentially what we call downtown Kelowna. It's known for its high-rise condos, investment, and development potentials. There's tons of new zoning in this area, allowing for increased density. So you see a lot of land assembly sales. If you're an investor, this is definitely an area you should be keeping your eye on. Number 2 is the upper mission with the sale of $5,600,000. And the number 1 most expensive sale from January to June of this year is a surprise for me on this list is Southeast Kelowna with the sale of $5,656,000. Now, Southeast is one of my favorite areas. It's an incredibly large area in Kelowna's southeast, like you might have guessed, with tons of golf courses, wineries, farm, and ALR land. It's known for its large custom home builds on acreages. So there you have it. That's going to wrap up my video on the ranking of Kelowna neighborhoods. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found the information useful. If you have any questions for me or you want to get a hold of me, just call the number on the screen down below, 250-718-3314. And if you or anybody you know is looking to buy or sell in the Okanagan, I'd be more than happy to help you out, and I'm never too busy for your referrals. My goal, as always, is to simplify the real estate process so you don't have to worry about anything. If you enjoyed this video, I'm going to do the same thing again next month for West Kelowna. So until then, my name is Brett Baholi. This is my channel, Brett B Real Estate, and I will catch you in the